morning, Kingsley community. Pastor Colleen Weirman here, coming to you with another daily devotion for Thursday, October 1st, 2020, the first day of October. Again, following The Chosen, 40 Days with Jesus. We are on day 22, and the title is All Y'all. That's what it says, All Y'all. Gospel, Luke, chapter 5, verses 30 through 32. And the Pharisees and their scribes grumbled at his disciples, saying, "Why do you eat and drink with tax collectors and sinners?" And Jesus answered them, "Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick. I have not come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance." Let me read that response of Jesus again. Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick do. I have no need to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. Now by the Chosen writers, they write, to grumble not at Jesus, but at his disciples. What a passive-aggressive way for the Pharisees and scribes to behave. They had authority to chastise Jesus, but instead they chastised his disciples. And they probably didn't really know how to answer. I mean, they thought Jesus was the long-awaited Messiah, but they had just met him, and they weren't 100% sure. What instead they found was a normal-looking guy hanging out with normal people doing normal things like eating. That is, when he wasn't casting out demons and making blind men see. Luke 5:29 says that Jesus was reclining at the table with these notorious tax collectors and sinners. He was relaxed and shooting the breeze, the writers write. He was getting to know them and they him when the Pharisees showed up at Matthew's house uninvited. I wonder if they rang the doorbell, these Pharisees, before barging in, or I wonder if they stood in the corner of the room whispering like a bunch of middle school children. I wonder if they grumbled loudly but pretended Jesus couldn't hear them. I wonder if they came prepared with specific questions but changed course when they saw Jesus with the riffraff. I wonder if anyone at the table was offended by their question, or if they were too used to being hated and judged to care. I wonder if the Pharisees' question endeared the insulted guest to Jesus all the more. Surely his answer did. And remember Jesus' answer. He says, "Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick do. I have not come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance." The writers write, Jesus was saying, "I'll see your passive-aggressive indirect question and raise you with an indirect statement of my own. I'm calling sinners to repentance, not the righteous." While his answer shut them up, which was no doubt fun for the spectators, I have a feeling the Pharisees sensed the meaning of Romans 3:10 through 12. None is righteous, no, not one. No one understands. No one seeks God. All have turned aside. Together they have become worthless. No one does good. No, not one. Perhaps the more direct response would have been, I'm hanging out with these people who know they need me. I don't hang out with people who are too self-righteous to know they need me. But you do need me. All y'all desperately do. So a couple questions to ponder. What are the areas of your life where you need a physician? And how about this one? When have you been guilty of the Pharisees' judgment? So have you judged people that are maybe addicts, or have you judged people that you feel can't, would be considered social outcasts, instead of welcoming them, sitting down, getting to know them, and shooting the breeze with them, as the writers of The Chosen write that Jesus did? And one last question. Who do you know who wouldn't be considered healthy by church leaders, and how can you treat them as Jesus treated the sick? So those are some questions to ponder. I know for myself that sometimes I'd rather hang out with people that don't know Jesus because they have intriguing questions and really want to understand who God is. They're searching for something. And we know that we need to be around the body of faith to give us that encouragement and the building and the growing in faith to be able to go out and meet with people on a normal, everyday basis, just talking and getting to know them first. And then when they get to know us, they know that we know Jesus, because we should be letting people know we know Jesus by the way we act and the way we respond and the way we listen and the way we care. So I'm hoping that this devotional was helpful for you today. I will see you back here Monday. In the meantime, this Sunday, we're going to continue our sermon series, Staying Positive, and we're going to learn how to get our passion back. We, not just for Jesus, but get our passion back for being the church. And so it is dangerous out there when you're not gathered around the assembled body of believers. It doesn't matter whether it's in a church building or not. It could be in your home where you gather with other believers. But a lot of us are choosing to stay home for good reason and to be safe. But I worry about spiritual growth. I worry about their connection with the body of believers. And I worry about them being lost. Not losing their salvation, but losing their passion for Jesus. And so we're going to talk about that Sunday, how to get our passion back the way we did when we first believed. So join me in person at 9 a.m. at Kingsley United Methodist Church, 113 Blair Street, or in person there at the building, or live on this live stream Facebook page at 9 a.m. And we will see you then. Have a good weekend.